The next hardest question, as rated by students in class today, was the problem about a box plot. Again, a box plot is a very simple thing, but it's something that, again, is something you have to get out of the book by doing the assignments. And if you do, it's not a difficult problem. It's never proven to be a very challenging problem for students on tests throughout the years of teaching this as a distance course. And never was a problem in class. But knowing that it wasn't a problem and knowing that there were tougher things like stuff that really is a little challenging that we'll get to over here, I left this as something for you to learn from doing the homework. Nevertheless, here we are reviewing, so let's go ahead and do it. Box plot is pretty simple. It's a box with a line through it and another line through it here. And the line through it here represents the median. The line here represents the first quartile. The line here represents the third quartile. The dot here represents the smallest number in the distribution. The dot here represents the largest. So if we do a box plot for the distribution of numbers in the preceding video clip, the one on for quartiles, we recall that and you can review that if you haven't just seen it, but the numbers ranged from 5 to 21. So the lowest number is 5, the highest was 21. The median occurs at 13. Where's 13 on a scale from 5 to 21? Well, it turns out that it's exactly halfway. So exactly halfway between the lowest and highest, we locate our median, 13. Now, whether I did a good job of locating it exactly halfway, I think I was a little too far this way, so I wasn't completely to scale, but any reasonable scale would be perfectly acceptable on a test, a freehand diagram. And then what's our third quartile? Well, our third quartile was 19. Where's 19? Well, it's between 13 and 21, but quite a bit closer to 21 than 13, so it's going to be about here. And of course we could say that halfway between 13 and 21 is 17, so we just mark the 17, although it's not necessary, it's not really part of the box, but just to help ourselves with the scale. And then 19 is halfway between that and 21. So we put the 19 here, and that's going to be this end of the box. And then 9 being our first quartile was, well, it turns out to be exactly halfway between 5 and 13, so here it is. So here's our picture. We have more distribution between the median and the third quartile than we have between the first and second quartile or median. And it gives us a picture that kind of represents how the numbers are spread between the two extremes. And that's the box plot.